Hello students, welcome to the program. The topic chosen for the lecture is Role of University Grants Commission UGC in Higher Education. The present lecture will acquaint us with historical background of University Grants Commission, organizational setup of University Grants Commission, and lastly, functions performed by University Grants Commission. Dear students, from ancient Bharat to modern India, higher education has always occupied a place of prominence in Indian history. India's higher education system is the third largest in the world, next to United States and China. Takshashila was the earliest recorded center of higher learning in India from at least 5th century BC, and it is debatable whether it could be regarded a university or not. Nalanda was the oldest university system of education in the world in the modern sense of university. Indian higher education system has expanded at a fast pace by adding nearly 20,000 colleges and more than 8 million students in a decade from 2000-2001 to 2010-11. As of 2011, India has 42 central universities, 275 state universities, 130 deemed universities, 90 private universities, 5 institutions established and functioning under the State Act, and 33 institutes of national importance. The center and most state boards uniformly follow the 10+2+3 pattern of education. In this pattern, study of 12 years is done in schools or in colleges, and then 3 years of graduation for a bachelor's degree. The first 10 years is further subdivided into 5 years of primary education, 3 years of upper primary, followed by 2 years of high school. This pattern originated from the recommendations of the Education Commission of 1964-66. The main governing body at the tertiary level is the University Grants Commission, which enforces its standards, advises the government, and helps coordinate between the center and the state. Accreditation for higher learning is overseen by 12 autonomous institutions established by the University Grants Commission. Dear students, let's have a look over the historical background of University Grants Commission. In ancient times, Nalanda, Taxila and Vikramshila universities were renowned seats of higher learning, attracting students not only from all over the country but from far off countries like Korea, China, Burma, Ceylon, Tibet and Nepal. Today, India manages one of the largest higher education systems in the world. The present system of higher education dates back to Mount Stuart Elphinstone's Minutes of 1823, which stressed on the need for establishing schools for teaching English and the European sciences. Later, Lord Macaulay, in his Minutes of 1835, advocated efforts to make natives of the country thoroughly good English scholars. Sir Charles Wood's Dispatch of 1854, famously known as the Magna Carta of English education in India, recommended creating a properly articulated scheme of education from the primary school to the university. Subsequently, the universities of Calcutta, Bombay and Madras were set up in 1857, followed by the University of Allahabad in 1887. The Inter-University Board, later known as the Association of Indian Universities, was established in 1925 to promote university activities. The first attempt to formulate a national system of education in India came in 1944 with the report of the Central Advisory Board of Education on Post-War Educational Development in India, also known as the Sargent Report. It recommended the formation of a University Grants Committee, which was formed in 1945 to oversee the work of the three central universities of Aligarh, Banaras and Delhi. In 1947, the committee was entrusted with the responsibility of dealing with all the then existing universities. Soon after independence, the University Education Commission was set up in 1948 under the chairmanship of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan to report on the Indian university education. It recommended that the University Grants Commission be reconstituted on the general model of University Grants Commission of the United Kingdom, with a full-time chairman and other members to be appointed from amongst the educationists of repute. In 1952, the Union government decided that all cases pertaining to allocation of the grant in aid from public funds to the central universities and other universities and institutions of higher learning might be referred to University Grants Commission. Consequently, the University Grants Commission or UGC was formally inaugurated by late Shri Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, the then Minister of Education, Natural Resources and Scientific Research, on 28th of December 1953. The UGC, however, was formally established only in November 1956 as a statutory body of the Government of India through an Act of Parliament for the coordination, determination and maintenance of standards of university education in India. The head office of UGC is located at Bahadur Shah Zafar Marg in New Delhi, with 2 additional bureaus operating from 35 Firozshah Road and the South Campus of University of Delhi as well. Now, let us understand the organizational structure of University Grants Commission. The commission consists of chairman, vice chairman and 10 other members appointed or nominated by the central government. Recently, 2 new commission members have been appointed by MHRD, Government of India. The other members are Secretary, Additional Secretary, Joint Secretary, Deputy Secretary, Under Secretary or Education Officer, Assistants or Clerks and other employees. Now the committee structure. The University Grants Committee is assisted in its work by some standing subcommittees and groups which include General Affair and Management Subcommittee, Strategy Subcommittee, then Research Group, Communication Group, Financial Affairs Group, Financial Affairs Expert Working Group, Research Assessment Exercise Group, Task Force on STEE's Vet School Proposal and Task Force for the Organization of Discussion Forums. Ad hoc groups and panels are convened according to the task at hand. The Research Grants Council RGC is established under the aegis of UGC and functions as a semi-autonomous advisory body within the organizational structure of the committee. It works in close partnership with UGC and advises and reports to the government through the University Grants Commission on matters within its purview. The Quality Assurance Council QAC, a semi-autonomous advisory body, was also established under the UGC in April 2007. It aims to assist University Grants Commission in assuring the quality of programs at first degree and above levels offered by University Grants Commission funded institutions. The University Grants Commission, its council, subcommittees and various groups are served by a secretariat, which is a branch of government staffed mainly by civil servants. The secretariat is headed by the Secretary General, UGC, who is responsible for monies controlled by University Grants Commission. Accreditation for higher learning over universities under the aegis of University Grants Commission is overseen by 16 autonomous statutory institutions. They include All India Council for Technical Education, then Distance Education Council, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Bar Council of India, National Council for Teacher Education, Rehabilitation Council of India, Medical Council of India, Pharmacy Council of India, Indian Nursing Council, Dental Council of India, Central Council of Homeopathy, Central Council of Indian Medicine, the Veterinary Council of India, National Council for Rural Institutes, State Councils of Higher Education, and lastly, Council of Architecture. Now, dear students, let us see what are the functions of University Grants Commission. In order to realize its aims of determining and maintaining the educational standards of the University Grants Commission takes up the certain general activities like inquiry into the financial needs of universities, allocate and disburse grants to universities and colleges for their development, maintenance and for any other general or specific purposes, recommends to any university measures necessary for the improvement of university and advises the university upon the action be taken for the purpose of implementation and recommendation, advises the central and state government on the allocation of grants to universities for any general or specified purpose out of their funds, advises any authority on the establishment of new university or on the proposal connected with the expansion of activities of any authority. Collect information on all such matters relating to university education in India and other countries as it thinks fit and make the same available to any university. Imparts education to the students in various streams through its country-wide classroom teaching and a 4-year-old 24 hours educational channel B.SC. Conducts National Eligibility Test (NET) through its National Educational Testing Bureau in a bid to determine eligibility for lectureship. It also awards Junior Research Fellowship (JRF), which has been set as the minimum standard for Indian nationals to enter teaching profession and research. Humanities, forensic sciences, computer science, social sciences, environmental sciences, and applications and electronic sciences are the subjects in which a student can appear for Junior Research Fellowship. Now, this function of University Grants Commission has been assigned to B.SC from December 2014. The University Grants Commission has recently launched an e-scripting course in television for all those students who want to make a career in broadcast media. The course is being run by its Consortium of Educational Communication, an inter-university center of the University Grants Commission on electronic media. University Grants Commission performs such other functions as may be prescribed or as may be deemed necessary by the Commission for advancing the cause of higher learning in India, or as may be incidental or conducive to the discharge of already mentioned functions. Dear students, besides these functions furnished by University Grants Commission, there are some special concerns of the organization as well, like number 1, Teacher Education Committee. A panel of teacher education has been set up by UGC to analyze it regarding measures to be taken up for the improvement of standards of teaching and research in education in universities, departments of education and colleges of education. The committee consists of 7 members for 2 years duration. The committee recommends proposals for the promotion and support of studies, research which may draw special attention in relation to the educational and developmental needs of the country and the community. It develops awareness of new innovations and research in teacher education. The national fellowships and teacher fellowships are granted for encouraging research and teaching work. University Grants Commission provides travel grants to the university lecturers for attending international conferences and seminars. Visiting professors are appointed from among the university professors for interchange programs and delivering lectures. Residential facilities for university and college teachers are also provided. Research associates are appointed for postdoctoral work. A subcommittee of the panel has also prepared a report on norms and standards for teacher training colleges. They have also recommended the development of education as a discipline and the interdisciplinary approach in education. Number 2 is research area. University Grants Commission is giving substantial grants to university teachers for conducting their own research. In 1953-54, Ministry of Education initiated a scheme providing grants to teachers, colleges and departments of education in the universities in order to enable them to carry out research on educational problems selecting by them and approved by the central ministry. The main purpose of the scheme is to provide facilities for research which in many instances has been held up owing to the dearth of funds. It is to be carried on by the staff of the training college, assisted by some research fellows assigned to them and some financial facilities. Equipments are provided to facilitate the completion of the projects. Number 3 is Center for Advanced Studies, CASE. For the improvement of standard of teaching and research in India, University Grants Commission has set up Center for Advanced Studies in different branches of knowledge. It selected the Faculty of Education and Psychology, Baroda, as the CASE in education, which functions on an all India basis and aims at raising the standards of teaching and research in education. It has built up its programs in collaboration with research workers from outside. Dear students, we may conclude that the University Grants Commission is the apex body for providing grants to the universities. As demand for higher education is increasing day by day because of the growing population and resources are limited, so University Grants Commission should try to make universities find few own resources. There are few proposals to include. For example, cost concept like academic concept, academic cost and unit cost per student, so that those universities who have less cost could get reward and who have more cost could try to reduce it. However, these are only proposals and not implemented yet. University Grants Commission should try to include these new concepts and make universities responsible for their acts. Dear students, I hope you have understood the role of University Grants Commission in higher education system. I hope you enjoyed this program. Thanks for watching.